The video you're about to see was made possible largely with the support of my patrons on Patreon. If you like what you see, consider pledging as well. There are multiple reward tiers, and all patrons get videos one day in advance, so head to patreon.com/casualmode and see about pledging. If you can't afford to pledge, then please like, share, and subscribe to the channel you're watching this on. Enjoy the show, and as always, keep it casual, y'all. Hello out there, casual fanatics. Jeremy here. Since it's the holiday week, we're taking a little break from Deus Ex Human Revolution. Wanted to kind of end the work, end the week, end the year off with something a little more, well, since we're casual mode, casual. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a mini playthrough of Game Dev Tycoon. Yes, those of you who are a Patreon already knew that this was coming, but for those of you who didn't, yes, this is what we're playing through this week. So, I've played through this game a few times already myself in the past, all the way, well, pretty far into it. And, excuse me, I decided that I wanted to go ahead and start up another playthrough for itself, this time for the channel, for kind of a mini playthrough, 6 parts throughout the week, and that's what you're getting today. So, or that's what you're getting throughout this week. So we'll be back playing Deus Ex Human Revolution on New Year's Day, provided my schedule allows me. So, yeah, okay, yeah, I don't have a saved game. I don't know why it's saying that, but yeah, I do have some mods in. Let me show you the mods that I have active for this. Percentage of time allocation in the development stages. I figured that one would be pretty useful. And the finance mod to get kind of a little better idea of where the money's going. All of them available through Steam Workshop. By the way, I hear Greenheart Games is about to create a new game. I forget exactly what it is off the top of my head, but it's something you might want to check out on your own time if you're interested. Let's start a new game. Welcome to Game Dev Tycoon. In this business simulation, you have been transported back in time to start your very own game development company right at the beginning of the PC revolution. In the next 35 years, you can build your dream company, create best-selling games, gain fans, and become the leader of the market. I'm not very far away from having woken up, so my voice is a little in hyper bass mode. Before you can start your adventure, you have to give your upcoming company a name. Alright, well, we are going to name our company Casual Shadow Studios. Casual Shadow Studio, because, you know, that's kind of my thing. I am the Casual Shadow, and we're just going to go with my real name, well, most of it, and let me do a little customization of the character. I was hoping for just like plain dark blue, but I guess that's the closest I'm going to get to it. Makes me look a little more like Chugga Conroy, but oh well. Oh, and you can customize the game length. You can either go 35 years, 30 years, or 42 years. That's something I hadn't noticed before. I wonder if that's part of my mods. If you ever want to review the tutorial messages, then you can do so in the Help menu. To access the Help menu and other features such as saving, loading, and creating a game, simply press Escape to access the main menu. Congratulations! You've just started your very own game development company. At the moment, your office agent Your office is in a garage, and you are the only employee, but don't worry, many successful businesses have started out this way, and so have many failed ones. Let's start by developing your first game. Close this message and click anywhere on the screen to bring up the action menu. Alright, so develop a new game. Before development can begin, you have to decide what kind of game you want to create and give your game a name. You can also select which graphic technology your game should use. Your options are initially limited, but once you have a bit of experience, you will be able to unlock new options. Woo! Alright, so I always like to pick the topic, genre, and platform before I name it. Because that might give me kind of a little inspiration as to what we're doing. So, let's see. We don't have very much in the way of topics. Hacking, music, zombies, werewolf. These opening topics are randomly generated. I got dealt a shit hand here. But I'm not gonna be cheap. We're gonna roll with the punches here. So, let's start with a hacking adventure game. And we've got two different things that we can go for. We got the G64, which is currently at the highest market share, and the PC, which has a lower development cost and a slightly lower market share. We're going to try the G4 for this, the G64. So, what to name our hacking adventure? You know what? I'm going to kind of name it inspired by one of the first anime that I ever watched. So in honor of Serial Experiments Lane, we're just going to name this hacking adventure Serial Experiments. Alright. Graphics. We want to get started off on a good foot here, which is part of why we picked the G64. So 2D graphics. We ate up a lot of money early on, but even so, we're hoping for a big payout coming out of this. So, game development runs through 3 stages. At the beginning of each stage, you can decide what areas of the game you want to focus on. Picking the right focus for your game greatly increases the points you generate. Think about what areas are important for your game, and decrease the focus on areas you think are less important. If you want a brief description of the different areas, please refer to the help menu. Alright, so I don't have any kind of cheats enabled for this, any familiar ones enabled. So, let's see what we got going here on this. For an adventure game, gameplay is going to be pretty high. Engine's not going to be that important, I think. And story and quest I'll leave as it is. I've forgotten what the optimal build is here, so I'm really just trying to guess. Game development is started. While developing your game, you will generate game points, which you can see bubbling up. Game points are divided into design points and technology points. The more points you generate, the better the game will be. From time to time, there will also be bug points generated. These points become less likely once you gain experience. Bugs should be fixed before the game is released and increase development time and cost. So let's see what we're starting off with. We're starting with 2 and 2 for design and technology. Oh. Stop scratching your head. Alright, so for adventure games, level design is going to be pretty important. Dialogues is not going to be all that important. It's not going to be like super important, and artificial intelligence is going to be lesser important, so if I recall correctly. So we're at 5 and 5. During development, you can also select additional features for your game. Right now, you can only pick basic sounds, but your options will increase quickly. Selecting additional features makes the game generally better, but also increases its cost. So at some point, it really becomes a matter of how much money are you willing to spend to try and get more money out of it sales-wise. You will also see the graphic type you selected when you define the game. This is just to remind you of your choice. You cannot change the type of graphics mid-game. Boy, I wish that happened in actual development styles where people, you know, went through developing games and just ended up just actually were able to keep the one engine that they had and not end up scrapping it about 10 years down the road. So, speaking of this final stage here, for an adventure game, I'm going to leave sound where it is. Graphics is going to be pretty important. World design, I don't think is. So. Actually, no. World design is going to be pretty important. So I'm going to leave everything about like this. If I'm wrong, well, we'll find out in the end. Alright, so we've sunk 51k worth of money into this game already. Just with monthly costs and the cost of everything else. The development of your first game is now complete. You can press the finish button to publish your game, but you should only do that once you've fixed the majority of bugs. Releasing a game without fixing bugs can severely affect your ratings, so you should only consider that if you need the cash and you can't afford to wait. Or if your name is Ubisoft. You can also hold off for a little bit to gain more points and things, so we're ending at 12 and 9 with no bugs. 16 research points, that's good. We need some more damn topics. Oh, the development of your game is now finished. While developing games, you gain experience and improve your skills. While development is completed, you will be presented with a summary of the experience gained. 12.9. New topic. New combo. Points to engine, points to gameplay, points to stories and quests, points to dialogues, level design, artificial intelligence, world design, graphic, sound, and of course, myself. And if you want to, you can trash the game at the end of that. So you can put in a lot of work and just decide, fuck it. It's not advisable, but you can. Your game is now complete and will be handed off to publishing. We should see reviews and sales coming in for the game soon. And while we're doing that, we're going to research some more topics. Research is important to unlock new options and make better games. You should try to save enough research points to be able to create your own game engine that will greatly improve your games. Okay, so 50 research points for a custom game engine. But you know what? I think we need topics worse. So... space is always a good thing. But, ooh, time travel RPG. Hello, Chrono Trigger ripoff. The first reviews for our newly released game, Serial Experiments, came in. What's the numbers? What's the numbers? What's the numbers? Shit! Fuck! Eh! Cock! After publishing again, you can invest a little time to analyze your creation and generate a game report. Game reports are a great way to gain research points as well as valuable insights into what works and what doesn't work when developing a game. That's going to have to wait until we're done researching. To generate a game report, close this message and then click anywhere on the screen to bring up the action menu. Again, going to have to wait until we're done researching. Casual Shadow Studio has a newcomer in the game industry, has just released their first game, Serial Experiments. The game received favorable reviews, if by favorable reviews you mean a general sense of eh. With such a good start, Casual Shadow Studio are sure to gain fans quickly. And off it goes! Selling units. Sold 3,165 units in its first week. We made the charts at number 87. And we made $22. Now that your game is on sale, you will receive the income from the game every week. You can see how well your game is doing by looking at the sales graph in the top right of the screen. We now have 18 fans from my very mediocre game. Boy, people were starved for entertainment back in the early days of video gaming, weren't they? Research a new topic, time travel. Now let's generate the game report and see where we fucked up. Oh, we almost are breaking even on it. If we get over, our cash goes to 70k, we've broken even. Hacking adventure is an okay combination. Gameplay seems to be not very important for this type of game. Alright then. $10K units sold, yay! We actually did make money. And by make money, I mean $5,000. So let's not remain idle. Let's get developing a new game right off. We're going to hold off on the time travel RPG for a little bit later. Bet you're probably guessing what for. So in the meantime, let's go with a time. No. In the meantime, let's go with a zombie action game. Once again on the G64. What can we name this? What you should always do to zombies to make sure that they're dead. We're going to name it Double Tap. Uh, 2D graphics V1! That wasn't the Shocker, that was the Matt Hardy V1. Alright, so for an action game, gameplay is going to be pretty important. Action engine's going to be fairly important. Story and quests, not so much. They don't want a story quest in their action games, they just want zombies to kill. Already off to a better start. Dialogue's not going to be that important. Level design, I'm going to back that down. And artificial intelligence is going to get the bulk of our attention. And Serial Experiments is still selling while we're making this game, which is good because that means we're making money instead of losing money. Alright, so graphics and sound are going to be pretty important. World design, not going to be so much. Alright, Serial Experiments is now off the market. It sold 12,910 units, generating $90,406 in sales. Baller! And 69 fans. Nice. Recent market studies suggest that God of War G64 is steadily outselling competitors in the PC sector. Customers prefer the lower price, greater availability, and the flexible hardware configuration over other home computers. Experts say that this might spell the end of competing hardware manufacturers. Boy, this is about to become ironic pretty soon. Alright, let's fix them bugs. $11 and $12. Alright, gained some points. Gameplay got a huge boost there, because I spent a lot of time on it. So did artificial intelligence. Let's release Double Tap. Create a game with a good topic and genre combination. Baller! The first reviews for our newly released game, Double Tap, came in. Oh, come on! Come on! Okay. 5.25. Well, at least it did better than Serial Experiments. By not much. Where do we fuck up? Zombies in action is a great combination. Engine seems to be very important for this type of game. Okay. Artificial intelligence seems to be very important for this type of game. Okay. So I should have focused more attention on the engine then. Alright. So yeah, we got 5.25 and a 4.5. We are very middle of the road. Let's get another topic in here. Space. Space. Want to research space. According to rumors, the Japanese company Ninvento is planning to launch its very own home gaming console. Ninvento is known widely for the widely successful card game Ninka King. Many industry experts doubt that home gaming consoles will take off, but we are eager to see what Ninvento will deliver. Well, at least we made money on Double Tap. I think my next one actually is going to be for the PC. I think my next game is going to be on the PC this time. And let's make it a space RPG. Space RPG on the PC. What? Why are you not letting me click to change the name here? Space RPG for the PC. Fortunately, time is paused while we're doing this. Of course, if someone were really trying to kick around names in real life and having a hard time deciding, time would not stop for them. Let's see. Game. Let's name it. For Light Years to Proxima Centauri, which is the actual approximate distance to the next closest star. Writer's block. Naming caves is sometimes difficult. Okay then, I got an achievement. Baller. Yeah, 2D graphics. Only 15K on the computer. So, because this is an RPG, story and quest is going to be pretty important. Let's bring gameplay down. We want it to be kind of important, but not like super important. We want the bulk of the attention on the story and the quests. Not starting off great, 2-1. Artificial intelligence is not going to be that important. Level design is not going to be that important, but dialogues, ooh baby, are they going to be important. We're going more on the design side of things than we are on the tech side. So, for an RPG, world design is going to be pretty important. Sound is going to be pretty damn important. You know what? Honestly, about the only thing that's going to be of lesser importance here is going to be the graphics. So I'm going to back that down and let world design and sound take us to Beantown. Double Tap is now on the market. It sold 10,901 units, generating $76,349 in sales. Baller. So we did make money. Not gonna be our best game. Today, Nintendo confirmed recent rumors and announced the plans to release their new home gaming console called TES early next year. The console features cartridge-based games and a uniquely designed controller. Gee, I wonder what this is supposed to be. Can I squeeze any more points out of it? No. 10-3, not great. I do not have great hopes for this. Gameplay just leveled up, as have I. Well, let's release it to the wild and find out. I am so dreading this game review because so far we've been middling at best. Oh, don't you fucking dare. God damn it. Oh, they liked it. Alright, what went wrong? Worst performing game to date. What did we fuck up? Oh, I got 100. Space RPG is a terrible combination. Fuck you! -2 fans. Space RPG is a terrible combination. Two words. Mass Effect. Hi there, I've just finished 4 years to Proxima Centauri, and I think you have potential. I'm in the contracting business, and we could use skills like yours. If you're ever short on cash, let me know, and I will see if I have some work for you. Well, I might need that after this fucking game. We got contracts now. And honestly, this will lead me into being it. This will also help lead me into being able to develop my own engine, which would be fan-friggin-tastic. So, let's see, 14 and 7, 6 and 5, 10 and 11. Honestly, I think right now this is the best one that we can hope for, so let's play test. Got it. Didn't quite get enough research. Didn't quite get enough research out of it. So, do I want to push my luck and try sprite sheet software? I'll at least get research points out of it. As long as I don't scratch my head, I should be okay. Baller. Money. Alright, so now that we've done that, let's research the custom game engine. It's going to cost us a little bit of money for a while, especially with 4 years of Proxima Centauri sucking on toast. But with the TES having come out, we're going to be taking a little more risk anyway. 6,147 units generating for... Shit. Cool. We can create our own game engine. And now we have news research for game tutorials. Alright, so let's start working on our game engine, and the first one is going to be, let's see, the shade engine. 2D graphics. Linear story. Let's just make it... Yeah, let's just make it, let's wait on the higher graphics. Let's put in story and save game. And then after this, we are going to try to develop something for the TES. Gain a few research points out of it. Congratulations, your first custom game engine is now ready. You should try using it in your next game. Well, that was the plan. So, first things first. Platform. I cannot afford the license. Okay then, fine. I'll go with let's do something, space simulation. In the shade engine. Alright, let's try space sim here. Yes, I went there. I went there so hard. Every person's atmosphere. Yeah, 2D graphics V1. Let's start development. Got a bug already. Simulation. Having a save game for this would be nice. As a simulation, we don't really need a story, so I'm not going to worry about that. But the engine is going to be pretty important, and so is the gameplay. So let's make those co-equal. I had 100 fans, and then I lost them because apparently space RPGs are a terrible combination. Alright, artificial intelligence, definitely important in simulation. Level design isn't that much. Dialogues aren't that much either. I feel like level design is going to be a bit more important though, so there's our flavor profile. Alright, so world design's definitely important. Graphics are going to be important. Sounds are going to be pretty important. I'm just going to crank that all up. Hi, I'm Caroline Richards from the local news. I've heard rumors that you're already working on your next game and would love to do an interview about it. Do you have some time? Sure. This can actually help you give you insights on what's good and what's not. Casual Shadow Studio, the local startup, is trying to make it big in the gaming industry. The company has already published 3 games and is working hard on their next. In an interview, founder said that Jeremy Kay said that the next game was going to be a space simulation game, something the company has not done before. It's great to see small local companies enter exciting new industries. All the best to Casual Shadow Studio. Hype time! I hope this makes us lots of money. Developing a great game is not the only recipe for success. It is essential to build hype to ensure that players are excited about your next game. In the beginning of your career, hype is mostly generated through random events, but once you gain more experience, you can use marketing and other strategies to generate hype. Just be careful you don't generate too much hype and underdeliver, otherwise you become the next Peter Molyneux. Fixing the bugs. Getting those last points in. Finish. 12-14. New combo. This should be good. Engine, story quests, dialogues, level design, artificial intelligence. Everything is leveled up. Well, almost everything. Gameplay and myself didn't, but that's because we had already leveled up previously. New research. Mono sound. Let's get the reviews in. Oh, please, God. Oh, thank God. Comeback trail. 8 is enough. 8 is more than enough. 8's across the board. Baller. Alright, let's see where we went right, shall we? And look at those sales go. Almost 7K in the first week. We're gaining those fans back in spades. Space and simulation is a great combination. Artificial intelligence seems to be very important for this type of game, as I expected. Alright, so while we're watching the money roll in, let's get some better sound. Depending on how much money we've got here, I may create Shade 2.0 here. Yeah. Let's go ahead and sink all our money into this, and then we'll do some contract work to build our money back up again, and then we'll make some money. And then we'll get some more money in. The recently released TES home console by Nintendo has been proven to be a massive success. Sales numbers have exceeded expectations by far. If I can get back to 80K, I am buying a license. As one customer says, I love the games that come with the TES, and playing with a controller is so much more fun than on a keyboard. developing my engine. That was not what I hoped was going to happen, but I mean, nearly 200K in sale. You know, 180,000 in sales. That's pretty baller. We're hemorrhaging money right now, though, so this engine needs to go quickly. We're generating lots of research points off of it. That's good. Invest over 100K in a new game engine. That may have been a bad move, but let's get some more money in here. Let's gen some money here. Let's do a play test. Alright, got that. 17K worth of money. And let's set up computers, because that... Alright. I was going to make a new game for the TES, but I think actually I'm going to have to make a new game for the computer instead, because it's going to be a little cheaper. But anyway, that'll be it for this part of casual mode playthrough of Game Dev Tycoon. Stick around for the next part. Keep casual, y'all.